gave me new hope as to what's going to happen around this place. And this young lady says, the first thing on her list says, I got good manners. I said, hold up. Let me see if I... Did she say, so when the call was over, I asked Brianna, did she say what I thought she said? She said, good manners? That means that young lady was taught something. That means that young lady heard something. That means that young lady was mentored by somebody. That means that young lady received some information on how to conduct yourself and how to behave yourself. Well, she got more manners than some adults do. Because good manners is yes, sir, and no, sir. I still believe it. It may be country, it may be old, you may call it slave language or whatever you want to call it. Yes, sir, and no, sir. Please excuse me. And when people are talking to one another, I'll wait before I interrupt. That's just good manners. And when people are talking, I don't just barge in and begin talking and making my point and then making that person feel little about themselves. That's just good manners. You say hello and good morning when you see somebody. Don't have a grimace on your face. Don't have a growl on your face. I mean, especially if you're greeting people coming into church, you ought to have a smile on the face. You ought to have a disposition that's different from anybody else. When you welcome them in this place, you ought to show some sign every now and then. Even if you ain't got but 4 teeth, you ought to show some teeth to let them know that you're glad that they're here. That's just good manners. What you have learned, help me here, Holy Spirit, and heard somewhere along the line, our parents taught us good manners. I can remember another one. And when grown folks are talking, children don't just barge in. You just don't barge in. And back in my day, there was some other things, some consequences for barging in. I ain't gonna talk about what it was, because I ain't gonna put my mom and daddy on blast. But the truth is, they did some things to us to make sure that we understood not to do it again, because it's a sign that you ain't got no good manners.